Your Florida real estate deal just crashed and burned, and now the seller is holding your massive escrow deposit hostage. You are probably completely panicking, hyperventilating into a paper bag, and assuming that money is gone forever. Calm down, take a breath, and listen to me. I handle luxury real estate deals from Miami all the way to Vero Beach, and I see this kind of absolute nonsense all the time. The seller thinks they can just keep your cash because they are annoyed the deal fell apart. Well, they are wrong. Standard Florida contracts give you a very specific ironclad treasure map to get every single penny back. Now, this advice completely assumes you are actually legally entitled to the money in the first place. If you woke up yesterday, decided the feng shui of the master bedroom was ruining your aura, and broke the contract for absolutely no valid reason, you just bought the seller a very expensive gift. But if the deal fell through over a failed inspection, a massive financing issue, or something else legitimately covered by your contract contingencies, you have rights. And you are going to enforce them while looking absolutely flawless in your elegant Ralph Lauren outfit and those perfectly tinted Ralph Lauren sunglasses. We do not let sellers steal our money, and we certainly do not let them ruin our aesthetic. The first thing you have to do is absolutely nothing. The standard Florida contract forces you into a strictly enforced 10-day waiting period. For 10 long, agonizing days, you and the seller must try to work it out directly. You can take 20 days or a month if you want to, but you absolutely cannot take less than 10 days. This is basically the legal equivalent of a kindergarten teacher putting two angry toddlers in a timeout corner and telling them to share their toys before a full-blown tantrum erupts. Do not escalate things on day 2. Use this mandatory timeout to use logic, politely demand your money back, and let your agent remind their agent that stealing is frowned upon. Let us assume those 10 days pass. You tried being a perfectly reasonable human being, but the seller is still clutching your cash like it is a winning lottery ticket. Step 2 is pre-suit mediation. Pay very close attention, because this is not optional. You cannot just run straight to the courthouse, bang on the heavy wooden doors, and demand a judge fix your life right this second. You, the stubborn seller, your attorneys, and a neutral third-party mediator must sit in a room together. Think of this mediator as a highly paid professional babysitter whose only job is to help you hammer out a settlement so you do not clog up the already overwhelmed court system with your drama. This mediation is a strict condition precedent before you can even think about filing a lawsuit. If you get impatient, decide mediation is beneath you, and sue the seller anyway, the judge will literally laugh, throw your lawsuit in the garbage, force you to go to mediation anyway, and make you pay to refile the paperwork. Do not be that person. But what happens if the mediator completely gives up? You are staring at the seller from across the conference table. They are glaring back, and nobody is budging a single inch. Mediation has officially failed. Welcome to step 3, which is going to civil court. Where you fight this battle entirely depends on how much money is sitting in that escrow account. If the deposit you are fighting over is under $8,000, you are heading to small claims court. It is a lot like those daytime television judge shows you watch when you are homesick, just with way more boring paperwork. However, if your deposit is over $8,000, you are heading to county or circuit court. These are the big leagues. If you are fighting in the big leagues, I am begging you to hire a real, aggressive attorney. You might think you are a legal genius, but representing yourself is a guaranteed disaster. A pro se litigant, which is a fancy legal term for someone playing lawyer to save a few bucks, usually gets completely destroyed in court. Opposing counsel will eat you for breakfast because everyday people do not know the endless, exhausting rules of civil procedure. And before you ask, no, an AI chatbot cannot represent you in court. You need a living, breathing attorney who knows exactly how to make the seller legally miserable. Here is the absolute best part of this whole frustrating situation. The standard FARBAR standard and FARBAR as is contracts here in Florida have a beautiful little thing called a fee shifting provision. That means if you go through this entire miserable litigation process and the judge declares you the winner, the loser pays. The seller who stubbornly refused to hand over your money will be legally ordered to reimburse you for all your court costs and your expensive attorney fees. Yes, they will literally be forced to finance their own defeat.